Hello, everybody. I'm soulmass218, and today I'm going to be presenting to you Neva, any percent story mode. I'm going to go ahead and jump into new game, and we're going to go into just story mode. Timer does not start until I say it starts. It actually starts when we gain control of Alba, which is our main character, who will be accompanying Neva, our wolf companion. So I'll give a countdown once we're getting close to that, and then I'll say when timer starts. We're going to zoom in a little bit here on Alba chilling in the summer with puppy Neva. And then after timer starts, I'll let my commentators introduce themselves. All right, we're getting zoomed in, so it's going to be starting in about 3, 2, 1, go. So, welcome to Neva. This is, again, any percent story mode. This is the accessibility version of the game. There's two different versions. There's the adventure mode and the story mode. Adventure mode is the main version that you play on that has like a health bar, and it's a little bit more difficult as far as it sends you back to checkpoints if you fail anything. Story mode, it has more forgiving checkpoints. Platforming's more forgiving. And you don't have a health bar, so we can actually use that to our advantage to damage boost through a lot of things. We can death abuse. It's really cool. But while I am starting off the game here, let my commentators introduce themselves. BD, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm BD. This game made me cry.
Happy, introduce yourself.
That's it. That's all I got.
Hi, I'm Happy. This game also made me emotional. I don't know if it made me cry. I don't remember. Probably. I cry at everything.
So yeah, this game also made me cry. It still makes me cry every time I finish.
How about
running
you,
the game,
Spef?
to be honest.
This game make you cry?
Yes.
Yay.
So as you can see,
Four-person handshake meme.
Starting off the game, we're starting off again with puppy Neva, and this first portion of the game is essentially built around teaching puppy Neva like how to do things, how to view the world. Like, you know, Neva's a puppy. We need to teach the puppy Neva how to do things. Like, you can't just climb up there, right? You should think outside the box.
Her ABCs yet?
Yeah, think outside the box. Use this clip and jump over. There you go. You got it, Neva. Have a little treat. You can also see me doing this interesting movement, which is the fastest way to move around in the game, available to me at the moment, at least.
You didn't even, I'm sorry, you didn't even mention the most obvious reason that this game is just Silksong. Look at your outfit.
Oh yeah, this is just Silksong, everybody.
Yeah, we've established that this is just Silksong. You have a dash, you wear a red cloak, and you'll see as we come up even more evidence why this is just Silksong.
Lots of weird little guys.
Oh,
so many weird little guys. But yeah, the fastest way available to me to move right now is going to be to do this air dash. So it's like it's a quick jump and then dash as soon as I get into the air, and then immediately jump and dash again as soon as I hit the ground. So I'm going to be chaining that the entire time I'm going across any sort of flat landscape like this to move quickly, because just walking is pretty slow.
Yeah, it's real satisfying to do, and it's not like a physically intensive strat. So right off the bat, you can start going fast in this game. Although on your first playthrough, you're probably not going to go that fast because you're going to want to see everything that you come across.
Right. So we did unlock all the collectibles. So I want to thank everybody who donated for that. You're awesome. You get to see essentially what is like the 100% category of the game. There are 29 hidden flowers. Some of them are more hidden than others. And we're going to get all 29 of them. I've already collected one of them, but I'll call out the next one that we get when we get there. This part right here is essentially just like a platforming tutorial. It's teaching you to pay attention to the foreground. Like these platforms have light green on them. So it's easier for you to tell exactly where you're platforming and jumping to. Because as you can see, Alba's a little small on some of these screens. Another accessibility option I've turned on is you can see Alba like through foreground objects.
Yeah, they do some really, really cool stuff with the direction in the game of like putting you between layers, it makes it feel a little more like interactive with the world around you, and that's really, really cool. But it's not always easy to like tell where you are, and that's kind of important for going fast.
So here's our first like vista. Every like season has a nice little
let's
vista.
just take a
moment
look
like
at this, y'all. Also, shout out to the wild boars.
Yeah, shout out to the
Let's
wild
go
boar.
wild
Surely
boars.
we'll never see them again, right?
Of course not.
No. If I've learned anything from Princess Mononoke, it's that a wild boar in the first act never comes back in the third act.
Princess Mononoke mentioned. That's going to happen again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to stand
Here.
right here. This is our cutscene that's going to introduce our like gimmick enemy for the game.
Oh yeah, one real quick. This game has a mandatory pet the dog button.
Yes, you may have noticed there have been multiple moments where I am forced to pet the dog in order to proceed. So 10 out of 10 game just because of that. And here we're about to unlock finally another movement mechanic, but primarily a combat mechanic. This game, unlike the first game from Nomada Studio, which was Grease, has combat. So we've got a sword. Just going to take out these death hand looking things. This is definitely not a Legend of Zelda game.
Definitely not. We've established the Silk Song.
Yes.
There's no 2D side-scrolling Zelda games.
I'll let you get away with that for right now. So if we were doing any percent, we could just keep moving here.
Bossing say.
But after we cut that tree, we can actually use it to platform up and get the second flower in the game. So now we got 2.
Nomada Studios is really great at using color to distinguish platforming elements. And even as you might expect, the seasons change, that stays true. So you get to learn very quickly that color is not just there to look pretty, but it's there to tell you where to go and what to do when you get there. And Nomada does a really beautiful job of using that in ways that don't take away from the overall artistic experience.
Mm-hmm.
And you might have noticed me just ignoring all the enemies in that portion. You can just do that without killing any of the hands. So you can just, again, on story mode, just damage boost through things to save time. You might be noticing, like, these death hands have, like, this weird ooze, and there have been some, like, puddles of ooze along the way. That's where I start to draw, like, Burn Gully comparisons. Neva, where are you at? I cleared the ooze. Did Neva get stuck over here? Neva, what did you do that for? Get over here, Neva.
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 This is the most
Neva.
accurate puppy behavior we've ever seen in a video game.
Super accurate puppy behavior at the moment.
Neva do be a puppy and therefore falls for not understanding context sensitivity.
You saw there, I just fell on the left-hand side of the screen. That way I could proceed directly left to right when those spawn in. Just tiny time saves is what this game is all about, especially with combat encounters. Here's another point where I can just roll through everything. I don't have to actually destroy any of these. But yeah, we have a dodge roll, so this is actually Dark Souls, everybody.
And we have an arena.
They're going to see that some hands are going to come up and grab Neva.
No!
We got this. It's cool.
That's okay, though. So that's the conclusion of what I consider like the tutorial of the game. From here on out, we kind of know everything. It's going to feed us new things as we go along the way. It's not a Metroidvania, but it is going to give us new abilities as we proceed. But welcome to Summer Night.
You know, I was going to make a joke earlier about the sequel being like Grease, the musical, the game. And then I was like, no, because like that's not a punchline. That's a setup with no punchline. And I forgot that there's a level later called Summer Night. So there was a punchline. I just needed to foresee it better.
This is where we can kind of start talking about like symbolism in the game. We're starting in the summer. As we progress through the game, we are going to go through all of the different seasons. So next up, as you can expect, will be fall and then winter. And as we progress through fall and winter, this corruption that you see, as right now it's manifesting as these thorns, will continue to spread and be more prevalent as we get further and further into the game. Now, we don't currently have like an actual antagonist, but this corruption is essentially the antagonist and what we're fighting against with our friend Neva here.
Neva's doing her best.
It is very good, all things considered. She's just a baby.
We can talk more about like deeper meaning as we see more of the game, because this game, there's a lot that you can read into it, which is, you know, just like Grease, there's a wide amount of interpretation. Below the surface level, very, very sad allegory and metaphor.
Here the game is teaching you that you have a down slash, which is useful in context, especially when you're trying to take out enemies quickly. The down slash is a really powerful tool, not so much for movement, but for combat coming up here throughout the game.
Ooh, I got that. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
If you get that jump just right, you can hit the enemy through the floor and you can get up onto the platform. Makes this combat encounter slightly faster. So that's neat. I'm glad I showed that off.
Y'all, you should know how much work Soulmass has put into speedrunning this game. A lot of the tech, a lot of the strats, and a lot of the routing put into this, Soulmass is responsible for finding and developing. So this really is a labor of love for them, not just as a game, but as a speedrun.
Yeah, it's not just me. There's a wonderful community who did a lot more work than me, frankly. I am the one who's taken the helm of doing all collectibles because I guess nobody else felt like it. So yeah, learning how to route all collectibles, get all the flowers as quickly as possible has been my cross to bear, and I've been having fun with it. And I do highly recommend everybody play this game. By watching this run, you are not missing like most of like the story and a lot of the really cool stuff to see in it. I skip over all the cutscenes, except for the last one, if we meet the incentive for it. And I'm about to skip over an auto-scroller, because in story mode, we don't actually have to play the auto-scrollers either. They added this for accessibility because the auto-scrollers actually can be a little difficult, so they didn't want anybody to get stuck on them.
You'd love to see it. Well, this doesn't look good.
So now we're falling down into the area that I actually do call the Hollow Knight area. So, yes, this is Silksong.
Silksong confirmed.
But we are coming up to our next flower. It's not so hidden. It's right here, right on your path as you're walking through here. Just takes a little bit of a fall and jump to get to it. And this is a part of the game where like they're teaching you that you can dash through these obstacles in order to proceed. We've been doing it all along because we already knew that we could damage boost and dash through this, but this is where the game wants you to do it. Another quick combat encounter here in the tunnel. While I'm clearing this out and proceeding, Spef, if you had anything you want to talk about, go ahead.
Absolutely. So you had mentioned that incentive for showing the ending cutscene, and I would like to let everyone know that that incentive is now open. So if we can reach $1,000 by the end of this run, and I know it seems like you have a lot of time, but this run is going to fly because your eyes are just going to be glued to the screen because this is a beautiful, beautiful game. So make sure you get those donations in. If we can hit $1,000 by the end, we will get to see that ending cutscene, which is also absolutely gorgeous. So we definitely want to see that. And getting us started on our way is a $25 donation from Delirium Pearl, who said, here is $25 towards seeing the end cutscene. Soulmass, you're an amazing runner, and I am so proud of all the work you put into every community you belong to. I am so excited to watch you run Neva on the Fatales stage. Good luck, have fun. I love you.
Oh, thank you so much, Pearl. It's gonna make me cry. It's my partner. So, over here on the left-hand side, I'm not crying. You are. We can do a damage boost here to save some time. Normally, you have to clear all these like vines, but if you do this damage boost just right off this first vine, you can get up onto this platform and just skip everything on the side of the screen. So even with a couple mistakes there, not getting it, that's still way faster than clearing all of the faces over there to clear all the vines. And we're back. We've got Neva again.
Let's go. Neva's so happy.
So you notice in this area, I had to go right and then left to be able to like unlock progression to get further in the game. That's like a key design element that Nomada uses in Greece and in Neva. And we're going to be seeing that throughout the game here. That was just our first instance of it.
Not gonna lie, the first time I reached that part, that little pop-up terrified me.
There is something about this game that makes you let your guard down just in time to be jump scared.
You didn't know Horror Block was starting early, did you?
Yes, this is a great transition game to Horror Block because it's like nice and sweet and good, and just when you let your guard down, it throws some creepy stuff at you.
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to mention it yet, but this is definitely a horror game, everybody. We'll see more about that later. Surprise, this is a horror game.
Yeah. Just like known horror game Silksong.
True.
Neva, maybe the real Silksong was the Neva that we got along the way.
You're so real for saying that, Happy.
Thanks.
So you might have noticed we walked under like a big square block with a little circle in the middle of it. That's indicating we need to come open up this flower to proceed further. That little light dot is going to go to the center of that square, and we'll be able to proceed. First, we got another flower to grab, though. This one's like a tricky little jump puzzle. What we're going to do is fall, slash, dash, and then double jump. That one teaches you that you can use your slash to extend your air time. So again, we're going to use that to our advantage here just in a moment to make a jump that's not intended. To get through this next part a little quicker than would be able to in your casual playthrough. So we're coming back to this hub. We're gonna see that we've activated the hub, and it's gonna allow us to proceed. There's that little face up on the left-hand side now that wasn't there before. So what it expects you to do is ring this gong. It's gonna move the platforms from the left and the right. We use them to get over to the space on the left to clear some vines, so we can proceed. But we're not gonna move it again to the right. We're just gonna wing it. Just like that. So if we do our jump, our dash, our double jump, and get a couple slashes in, we can extend all the way to that platform without having to worry about switching the platforms over to get to it. Now you might be thinking, wow, this is another big open area with nothing going on. Surely This isn't a boss fight, is it?
Surely.
This is a boss fight, and don't call me Shirley.
Oh, it's a boss fight.
Look at that.
So again, the neat thing about story mode is bosses can stun you clearly with their attacks, but they're not going to hurt you. So I'm going to damage boost through this big monster attack, and we're just going to down this boss quickly like that. Just chill inside the boss and keep slashing.
I love voice gave out there. I love how much perspective they create just by zooming in and zooming out.
And each main chapter ends with a really beautiful cutscene like this.
Really, really good music.
Yeah, I just got goosebumps again, and I can't tell you how many times I've seen this cutscene.
You're like, this isn't new to me, but it still hits. It's beautiful.
So we defeated the boss of summer. We cleansed the corruption that was in the valley. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that we've completely cleansed the corruption. It is persisting. So it is now the fall, and you're going to notice as time has passed, Neva has grown a little bigger. I like to call this Neva's teenage years.
Our little guy is a slightly less little guy.
Yes. She is going to be a lot more independent in this chapter. She'll still join us to do some stuff, but in general, she's going to be off doing her own thing a lot. We haven't talked about it all, but this game has no dialogue. It tells all of its story through its visuals and cinematics.
The only word of dialogue you get is Neva.
Yeah, all you get is just me saying Neva every now and then. And that's all you really need, because the game is so beautifully rendered with its music and its art style and its cinematics that you can really understand everything that's going on here. And it's telling a great story about us earning Neva's trust at this point. Again, Neva is a teenager. Neva thinks she can do everything on her own at this point, but she's going to learn that we do need to stick together eventually.
Think you can do these things, Neva, but you can't.
So this fight here, again, Neva's going to help a little bit, but it can be a little bit annoying. This is RNG, like where the enemies want to spawn in on screen. And it's kind of RNG where Neva will want to help us out with them. I'm going to take out this one and hope she takes care of dude on the right. Looks like she did.
Thank you, Neva.
Yes, thank you, Neva.
Very cool, Neva.
Everybody say thank you, Neva, in chat.
There's going to be a lot of thank you Nevas for the rest of the game, because Neva really is helping us quite a bit. Oh, hey, there's those boars.
Hey, they're back.
Surely we'll never see them again.
Surely.
No. Not in Act 1, not in Act 2, not in Act 3.
And
something
finally,
does seem a little off here now.
Finally, we're getting to the game's platforming, and there's going to be a lot of platforming for the rest of the game, because the world is now it is broken and it is falling apart. Of course, with platforms also comes ladders. First, I'm going to grab a flower down here. But I'm not actually going to climb most ladders in this game. It's a lot quicker to just let go, double jump, and then re-grab onto ladders. Yes, this game has re-grabs.
That's why I got here to begin with.
Yeah, now BD's right at home.
Hooray. Known re-grabber, BD.
So yeah, with all the platforms here, this is really where skill expression as a runner comes in. You can really optimize heavily how you want to traverse all these platforms. I personally haven't really optimized them a lot because I'm not like really into any percent. But I like to think I'm pretty good at it. Here we're going to go over to the left and get underneath here to climb up and grab another flower.
Yeah, I'd say you're pretty good at platforming. Goodness gracious.
I'm okay.
It's the great secret of speedrunning that you can never think you're good at your game.
It's true.
It's so true. Like, again, I'm like the one routing this category, and I have the world record in this category, but I'm definitely not good at it. Not at all.
No.
So again, there's going to be some more little fall there. So there's going to be some more platform. This is a good demonstration of the story mode. If we fall there in adventure mode, we would have gone a lot further back. In story mode, it just spawns you right back on the platform that you fell off of. But yeah, while the world is falling apart and platforming some more stuff, you got more you want to talk about right now?
I absolutely do. So, chat, we need to get kicking on this show the ending cutscene incentive, and I have a little bit of an idea how to do that. So before this run started, semi-jokingly but not jokingly at all, we issued a challenge here within the chat. We have a $5 donation from happybythree that says, I was told I could keep playing Silk Song if I donated $5. Plus, it helps us get the cutscene met, so... And to me, that sounds like a win-win. Hey, chat, if you're playing Silk Song right now, and also watching this stream, or you put down Silk Song to hang out with us and watch this stream, donate $5.
You're stronger than me.
Then you're stronger than happybythree, and donate $5. This is the Silk Song tax, folks. And we're coming to collect. Let's see that ending cutscene. Also, I saw a lot of thank you Nevas in chat, and the ultimate thank you to Neva is to watch the ending cutscene. I won't tell you why, but you
That's
should.
100% true.
That's yes.
1,000% true.
Also, by the way, a quick thing, we do have another incentive open. We're going to talk more about the Neva one, and I want you to focus more on the Neva one, but Rift the Necrodancer also has an Ultimate Gamer Setlist Encore that did just open up, $4,000 incentive by the end of that run, but I would like to see that ending cutscene first for Neva, so put it towards that incentive.
Absolutely. You might have noticed there, we just encountered our first new enemy, which was like an amalgamation of all these other enemies. That's a bigger enemy. We haven't really talked about the enemies much. If you're like a fan of Studio Ghibli movies, they might look a lot like No Face from Spirited Away. I believe that's quite intentional, because even in Greece there was a lot of references to Studio Ghibli stuff. So you're going to notice that all of our enemies kind of have that motif, that they're kind of like No Face from Spirited Away. But the game itself is definitely with the wolf and our strong female companion protagonist, a lot like Princess Mononoke. Right down to its message, which is again, it's largely environmentalist on the surface, and I don't think that's very hidden. Let's take care of this little mini boss fight. We got two of the big guys we want to take care of. They can be annoying because they'll want to warp away on us like that.
Music's so good.
It's so good. Yeah. One nice thing about story mode is that because you can just damage Busu things, it means you can get combos easier, and it means you can get down slashes easier because you don't really have to worry about health. You can just go straight for them, which makes combat a lot faster.
Yeah, I was trying to play it a little safe there and not do any down slashes. I'm going to start doing them because that was a little slow. I need to speed this up. Here I am going to do some cool platforming again. Just because I know when these platforms are going to break apart. I know when I need to turn around and be ready to jump on them. And on this next one, I'm going to skip a couple platforms entirely. Because from right here, just neutral jump up, and we can just barely touch that ladder and grab onto it. Neva, please stop playing with your food. Here is one of the hardest flowers to grab in the game. It requires some pretty specific aerial movement. So I'm going to let go, slash, dash, and double jump to get across both of these. The slash just normalizes my momentum, so it stops me from falling down, so I can dash directly across and get the double jump onto the next ladders.
Nice.
And we have now got that flower. While I'm going up here, and again, we're going left and then we're going right to unlock our progress in this next portion, as you can see. While I'm heading right, Spef, how are we doing? What you got to talk about?
Oh, well, the Silk Song tax train has left the station. We have $5 from Chowmera888 with no comment through the Twitch extension, by the way. So thank you so much for that donation. A $5 donation from BD. Guilty as charged. $5 from Spruce. I was hoping I could just like skim over that one and people could figure it out. $5 from Spruce, doing my part and paying my Silk Song tax with a little salute. And then 5 tickets to the $5 Silk Song tax train with a $25 donation from 80 that says, I want to give a shout out to my friends Luna and Lena for getting me into GDQ. As GDQ got me through a recent hospital stay, so I'm super grateful for them and y'all on top of the amazing efforts you support. Yippee! And yes, the Silk Song tax worked on me. And that has gotten us just under 10% of the way to showing the ending cutscene for Neva. So keep those donations coming in and remember to put them towards that incentive at the bottom of the page or by, I'm forgetting the word for it, letting the Twitch extension do it. Someone else can figure that word out for me in chat.
But yeah, while we were getting that update, thank you, Spef. Keep on donating so we can see the cutscene at the end of this, because again, it is so beautiful. We collected another flower, and we're showing off another abuse that we can do here in story mode, which is this death abuse, where I can just hit these enemies that are in the air and down slash them to kill them, and it spawns me right back on the platform. It's a lot faster than trying to kill them casually, because they fly back and forth, and they're real annoying.
Yeah, we were talking about how this game is actually Silk Song, and another reason why it's Silk Song is because the flying enemies in this game are the most annoying enemies in the game.
That's fair.
Truly.
Turns out, like, that thing they came up with in Mario is still true 40 years later. Same thing, but wings is harder to deal with.
They're so real
Game
for that.
design has not
So
changed in 4 decades.
I'm just gonna let that one fly away. Because Neva will take care of it, right?
Neva's got your back on that. Neva's like, no, come back.
That was not planned at all. Thank you, Neva. Thank you, Neva. Say it, chat.
Thank you, Neva. You're pretty cool.
Good case of Neva RNG.
Okay, so Soulmass, I have an important question.
Go for it.
So in order to commit to the bit, I was running around kind of aimlessly in Silk Song, but not really paying attention. And I accidentally stumbled upon a boss fight. Should I close the game and stop the bit now, or try to beat this boss while commentating?
Happy, if you're going to beat the boss while commentating, I'm going to have to ask you to donate more money.
That's true.
Okay.
No, that's fair.
There's a boss tax.
Yes,
You heard
there is
everybody.
a boss tax.
There's a boss fight tax. There's like a lot of bosses. So pay up, chat.
You heard
And
that.
thank you for
Extra
your
$5.
honesty. Yeah, this is an honor system. You don't want to disappoint Neva by being dishonest about your Silk Song tax.
So we have a very long ladder here. We're going to climb until we get to another skippable auto scroll cutscene. What a thrill, right?
Metal Gear wishes its ladders looked this good.
But my favorite skip name in any speed game comes from Metal Gear's ladders. That's how we got Kevin.
All right, so we're still in the fall, but this is where the game starts to become the horror game, everybody. Welcome to Silent Hill.
Starts.
So yeah, this area has a lot of fog. And you might think, well, shouldn't you be heading right? No, if you head left first, there's a flower over here.
Just trust us.
Now we can go right.
Source, trust.
Not every 2D platformer goes from left to right.
That's true. That's the real horror game, going left on a platformer.
So true.
I'm the kind of person who was like burned too much by Donkey Kong Country as a kid, so I always go left at the beginning of platformers. So I'm like, what are you hiding from me?
Oh, hey, here's the boars again.
Oh, like we said. Oh,
Definitely not coming back, just like you promised.
There's definitely no Princess Mononoke in this game.
none.
So, there's a cutscene trigger there, and we're going to go ahead and, or not a cutscene, but an auto load there, a checkpoint. And what I'm going to do is exit to menu and respawn the checkpoint, because that brings Neva right next to us. Normally, if you don't do this, Neva takes like forever to come join us on this side of the screen. So this does save us a lot of time, being able to exit to menu and reload checkpoint. And now we're going to be coming up on a boar fight, which again, we're going to try and optimize this in a way so that we can just keep on moving right. So I'm going to make him go left, go all the way to the right side of the screen, dash through. I'm going to kill the like corruption that was inside of the boar. And you can see we're all the way on the right side of the screen. We let it all the way over here so that we can immediately progress once we're done purifying the boar's corpse. Oh, and there's a deer.
Only good things can happen to that deer, right?
I looked at the wrong screen when you said that. I accidentally looked at the stream with the stream delay, and you said, "Oh, look, a deer," at the exact moment that stream saw another boar. I was like, "Soulmass, we need to talk." That's so not a deer, bestie.
This boar, we don't actually have to do the fight with the boar as long as we can keep the enemies from corrupting it. So you're going to see me going back and forth trying to kill these enemies as they spawn in. Not let any of them get too close to the boar, because if they get too close, they will latch on and I'll have to do the boar fight, which loses me a lot of time. And we don't have to do that.
Nice.
So I'm going to do
I think my
a
favorite
little
thing
bit.
about the Twitch extension is that you can see some of the $5 donations in chat.
We
Yes, I love
appreciate
that.
you.
When you're doing any kind of like $5 for the bit, you get to see every time one pops up in chat. It's awesome.
Make sure you're using that to actually put that towards seeing the cutscene.
Yes, absolutely. We want to see the cutscene. And I am doing just a little bit more platforming here. So, Spef, you can give us an update if you'd like.
Well, speaking of $5 for the bit, we have $5 from Ferdix43 that says, "Ah, dang, you caught me. Here's my $5 for the Silk Song tax. Good luck to the runners, and thank you to the runners and staff for another wonderful event." Well, thank you so much for that generous donation. We also had a Shoehorn Lover donate $5 to Malala Fund that says, "As instructed, I am paying my Silk Song tax." Thank you so much as well. And everyone, keep getting those in and keep remembering to put them towards the show ending cutscene incentive. We are just under 15% of the way there. That is only about $850 to go. And by the way, we are less than $300 away from $48,000 raised in total this event. So come on, let's do two things at once. Double the fun. Let's hit 48K and then get that incentive met. And also, we had a $5 anonymous donation that just says, "Thank you, Neva, less than 3."
Thank you, Anonymous. And thank you, Neva.
A Neva miss.
No, we can workshop
Workshop it.
this. We can workshop
Yeah.
this.
You got
It's
something
not there yet, but I think there's a vision.
I'm gonna go for a swag strat here. There's a part at the end of this branch where it's gonna automatically break, and I'm supposed to just fall down. But if I time a down slash just right, I can down slash and it saves some time. There we go.
Nice.
Very cool.
This is a little bit bigger boar. This one we do actually have to fight. So this is kind of a thing where we're letting the enemies do their thing. Eventually the enemies are going to take over the boar on their own. So this is kind of on rails at this moment. There they go. But it's the same general premise. I want to lead it over here to the left and then start moving to the right. This one's got a little extra corruption, so I do have to hit it twice. But we do not actually have to purify this one. We can just keep on moving.
Surely
It's
there's
fine.
no lore implications for that.
Nothing in this game has lore implications. What are you talking about?
But here I'm trapped now. What's going to happen? That boar's going to come get me. We've just unlocked our new ability. We can now call Neva and like shoot Neva across the screen to attack anything we want. So Neva will actually listen to us now. I call this the Neva bazooka.
Honestly, it's the best possible name for it.
That's the only possible name for it. It's just you're just got a rocket launcher and it's full of Nevas. Neva, go.
You know, one of the more fun Resident Evil speedrun categories is rocket launcher only.
That's true.
More proof that Neva is a horror game confirmed. It's basically just Resident Evil. Oh, yo, Angelo Cannon mentioned in chat. Fellow
Yo, the
FF8
Angelo
degenerate.
cannon. Nice.
My favorite speed game.
So I
Throwing
did.
Neva at... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say I threw Neva there just to stop that enemy from grabbing onto the bird. Because if it grabs a bird, then again, we have to deal with the bird, and that holds us up. It's slow. But no, go ahead, BD.
I was going to say throwing Neva at enemies is incredibly satisfying. Thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Neva. Here's the part where we're going to have to throw Neva to get to a flower. Because there is a flower over on this left-hand side that we can only get to with those platforms that I just opened. So we're going to fall, jump, and dash over here. And again, on adventure mode, it would actually be harder to do this because these platforms actually close a lot faster. You would actually have to hit them again to keep them open. As you can see, I had just enough time on story mode to comfortably go and grab that flower. So thank you again to developers for having accessibility options in games.
That's good stuff.
Speaking of accessibility options, we have another hot take on what game this actually is, if you have time for a donation.
I want to hear this.
For it. Go for it.
We have a $5 donation from Carrarium that said, Red? Dash? Platforming? I don't know what y'all are talking about. This is clearly Celeste.
Could be.
Good luck,
Wow.
Soulmass. The
Okay,
pee-pee poo-poo
no.
team is rooting you on from our cavern of memes.
Yay, pee pee poo poo team.
Let's go, pee pee poo poo team. Thank you,
Love
Carrie
you.
Carrarium.
Carrie,
Love
you've
you.
never been more right in your life.
Yes, this is indeed Celeste. Here we've got an even bigger boar. And here we're just using the Neva launcher to take out the enemies on its forehead. This is kind of an on-rails boss fight. It does teach you that if you look at Alba, you can see when the cannon is ready again by there's a little white pulse that generates around Alba. So paying attention to how much time you have before that pulse comes back will come into play for some platforming a little bit later in the game.
Celeste. Hi, chat. It's me. Celeste is a horror game in the way that like every children's ride at Disneyland is a horror game. Like for some reason, every ride has to have a part in the middle that like terrifies your children, and then you get back to just being an amusement park ride.
Or in the case of It's a Small World, the entire ride is terrifying.
The whole thing is the horror part.
So this is our next boss fight. This is 2 deer. And that's all I got to say. It's just 2 deer. We're going to start with 1, and eventually we'll get to a phase 2 where both of them will be active. And once we get to phase 2, we want to optimally kill both of them at the same time to save some time. So again, it doesn't matter if we take hits. We just want to make sure that we're getting our hits in once we have their weak points exposed. They only got a couple attacks, just the running across and the jumping, the one that makes all those antlers appear from the ground. But now we have both, so this is where I need to use the Neva launcher to make sure that I'm taking advantage of when both of them are vulnerable at the same time. So I'm going to use Neva to hit the one on the left. Whoops, she wanted to the one to the right. That's unfortunate. So we're going to have 1 extra strike, though. That's fine. But yeah, the general idea is you want to use Neva to kill the one on the left. Neva, what are you doing? Neva, please. That's more like it. And then you would end up killing them both at the same time as long as you did that all correctly. We're going to have an extra cycle here, though, because Neva decided to go right.
Did we say thank you anyway?
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Neva.
Thank you for extra fatals.
Yes, thank you for extra fatals.
Thank you for more time to hit that cutscene, too.
And we're making some good progress, so keep getting those donations in and put them towards the incentive to show the ending cutscene.
Yeah, while we're in this creepy cutscene, Spef, you got anything you want to talk about?
Oh, absolutely. Kasaki helped us out with trying to reach that cutscene incentive with a $5 donation. It says, Soulmass, you're such a great friend, and I appreciate you for always being there when I need a helping hand or someone to vent to. You give so much of yourself and your time, and I hope you know it's inspiring. Love you, buddy.
Oh,
Thank you for that sweet donation.
Thank you, Kasaki.
Why is everybody trying to make me cry today?
You got it.
Your friends like you.
The game's already going to make me cry. Now everybody's donating to make me cry.
Get absolutely adored, nerd.
So you may be thinking, well, surely we're done with fall now, right? Nope, we're not done with fall yet. It's nighttime and Neva's not around. Neva, where are you?
Neva!
Oh, that's not good.
So again, we mentioned that this is a horror game. This is the actual horror section of the game. All I can really call this is the underworld. I don't know what else to call it. It's full of darkness and corruption and lots of dead things.
Vibes here kind of sus.
Yeah, first time I got here playing casual, it's like, okay, this is kind of scary, to be honest. Like even the as you can see, the construction of this temple that we're in is like built out of the bodies of the corrupted. It's a very weird, uncomfortable place.
This is the level that really hammered in just how good Nomada Studios is at scale Like this level, look how huge this level is. Like just to your point about zoom and perspective, like this level is massive, but it feels even more massive just because it's so well laid out and so well designed around that perspective.
And here we're reunited with Neva. But I don't want to know what's going on in the background there. That's kind of scary. And also, now we're playing with portals. This is Portal 2.
Yeah, not Portal 1 though. That one don't
not
have
Portal
any
1.
portals in it.
See, my thought process is because this is kind of like a co-op game with Neva, I went to Portal 2.
Neva's better at Portal 2 than I would be. I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, Neva's been working with portals this whole time. You've seen Neva just like warping all around all the stages. I'm going to save some time by just falling directly to the right there. We don't need stairs.
Oh, that looks not good at all.
Yeah, what's going on in the background? Do you want to talk about that beating? What's going on?
A lot is happening in the background right now. Yeah, that's that appears to be not good.
That's a whole lot of not good.
That's a moon-sized not. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
This is remember what we said about the vibes being kind of sus?
So yeah, the Blood New Moon was a couple nights ago, but the Blood Moon in Neva is right now.
Oh, so this is a Zelda game.
100% a Zelda game. I call this screen Big Red. We just got another flower on it, and we're leaving Big Red behind. But we're still in a very red area for the rest of this nightmarish portion of the game. Here you can see we're going to have another spot where we're going left and right, and there's a lot of arms and hands, and yeah, I don't like this at all. Spef, you got anything you want to talk about while I'm taking care of this left side?
Well, I would love to remind everyone once again that we are working on that incentive to show the ending cutscene for this game, and it's beautiful and you don't want to miss it. And again, it is the best way for us to say thank you to Neva. But I also do want to let you know that we have a bid war that just opened for Resident Evil 7 to choose the language between English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, and Spanish. I'm sorry, I thought it was only 2 options, and then I expanded it and it was all of them.
Let's go.
You can choose the language, but I'm going to stop talking about that now because I want to see this ending cutscene for Neva. So keep those donations coming in. Donations like a $5 donation from Kirby T that says donating for the ending cutscene. Loving this run. And I think we all are. The vibes might be off here, but it's still absolutely gorgeous. And we had an $18 donation to Malala Fund come in from Mezzo that says, I may be the only person here not playing Silk Song, but I'll pay the tax anyway for this very nice dog. Can't wait to see that ending. Yeah, and if you're not playing Silk Song, don't worry. I'm not either. It's okay. You can still donate, and donate for Neva. Thank you, Neva.
This flower you cannot get unless you destroy this pillar right here. So the first time you're going through here, you want to make sure you destroy that pillar. Because we're going to be coming back here later to get that flower. So now we're falling all the way back down to that hub area. And then we're going to go over to the right. The right side's
really
not...
not much I could say. This section will never not be, for lack of a better word, creepy.
It's super creepy. It's about to get creepier.
Oh, good. Oh.
That seems okay. That's going to be fine.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty simple fight. We only got one big guy to take care of, and the portal on the floor makes it easy to just center yourself for this flower when it opens up. And now we're going to be able to grab that the flower I was talking about. We just destroy this pillar up here. Voila, we can now access the flower. And bonus, we can now just down slash to the hub area. Once again, once we're in the hub, we're going to have a small platforming puzzle in order to proceed. It's pretty simple. There is a quick strat to do it a little more quickly, and I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it the intended way. The other way is a little bit less safe, so I'm just not going to do it at a marathon.
Seems reasonable.
And we've got a bunch of stairs, and once we're down at the bottom of these stairs, we're going to be getting to the next portion of the underworld. This is just the first part. Big Red was just the first part. We don't have red anymore. Now we just have dark. And we're going to unlock our final Neva ability.
Neva.
Thank you,
So,
Neva.
thank you, Neva. This is Neva is now one with us. We are working together entirely from here on out. As you can see on my third slash in any of these combo attacks, Neva joins me in the third slash, and that third slash does a lot of damage. So it makes a lot of these enemies a lot easier to take out. Here, there is a scripted thing here where I do have to use Neva to take out that enemy. And I'm coming up on a flower very soon that's hidden in these dark passages. But in order to see, I just want to keep on keeping on with Neva so that I have a Neva flashlight at all times. That's also for your benefit at home, because it is a little dark in here. I understand that.
Mm-hmm. Neva's here for you.
And the next flower is right down here. Hidden over here to the left. You have to know just where to jump over to it.
Yeah, as you're helping us meet that ending cutscene incentive, please make sure that you are sharing your thanks for all Neva is doing for us here. With a thank you, Neva.
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit more here. We're going to be thinking with some more portals on this next big portal screen. While I'm doing this puzzle, Spef, you got anything for us?
Yeah, we still have a bunch of donations coming in on that $5 train. Silk Song tax or not, with a $5 donation from Ceiling Cat through the Twitch extension with no comment. But thank you so much for getting on the train. And 2 tickets on the train with a $10 donation from Pequency that says, thank you, Neva, and thank you, soulmass218, for showing off this absolutely stunning game. Oh, it's so beautiful. And a $10 donation from Regali that also just says, thank you, Neva. Keep sending your thanks to those donations. We love those.
And again, the best way to say thanks is for us to get that ending cutscene. There is no better way to show Neva how much you appreciate her than helping us hit that ending cutscene.
Yeah, you want to make sure you see this ending cutscene if you really want to thank Neva properly. I'm going to light up Neva here because you can see there's a flower there. The only way you can get to this one is again through the power portals. Oh, didn't quite get that jump. This jump is a little hard to get. There we go.
Nice. Also, I gotta say, vibes of this place kind of growing on me.
It's got some okay vibes.
Like I'm seeing the vision, to be sure.
Yeah, they had a look they wanted, and they're going for it.
It's got the big mouth bass portals. It's cool. All right, welcome to the final boss of Fall. This boss is it's very scary, but again, we're on story mode, so it's not going to do any damage to us, and it's essentially on rails. I just have to wait for it to be vulnerable again. So, Spef, go ahead with more donations or more stuff you want to talk about?
More donations. We do have like a $5 donation from Brett, who said, always happy to see Soulmass doing a run. And remember, if you don't run Big Red and also support Malala Fund, then, well, you know the meme. Good luck on the run, Lux.
That's an impeccable reference. Thank you.
Thank you, Brett. That was incredible.
And we also had a $25 donation from Irvi that said, for the ending cutscene. Thank you, Neva. And yeah, keep getting those thank you, Nevas, those Silk Song taxes. I know you're out there. By the way, if you just recently joined us, $5 if you're playing Silk Song right now. And Happy, I don't know if you did that boss or not, but you might know it's
I was good.
Okay, you're good. You're clear. But we are just a quarter of the way to seeing the ending cutscene to this game. And I know it looks like we have like 45 minutes left, but honestly, this will probably go underestimate if I'm correct, Soulmass. So we have a little less time than that. So please get your donations in. We do not have a lot of time.
No, you do not have that much time left to thank Neva properly because Soulmass is a gamer.
Yes, this is very likely to go underestimate, so definitely get those donations in. Don't wait. Was it all just a dream?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But we do keep the Neva slash ability, so maybe it wasn't a dream? I don't want to think about that right now.
No, it's too deep for me right now.
So finally we are in the winter. This is my favorite part of the game, and I dressed for it today.
Well, now we get to ride Neva.
Yes, Neva is now essentially almost an adult. So Neva's big enough to ride on, and we're still going to be doing the same jump and dash mechanic that we've seen earlier. But now it's even faster because we're riding on top of Neva. But yeah, winter is my favorite because it has immaculate vibes. The music is beautiful. The level design is just gorgeous. The unfortunate thing about the winter is it's winter, so everything is dead. This would be a good part to start talking about the overarching themes of the game and seasons in general. So if you want to read a little deeper into the game, I do that because I really like mythology and stuff like that. The seasons in general, if you look back on mythology, the passage of the seasons are highly related to the underworld and to the passage of life and death and mortality. So again, as we progress through this, going from summer, the height of life, and going toward winter, the end of life, you can imagine the game might be ending on a note that's not winter. It might be ending in spring. So the themes of this game are all about death and rebirth and the passage of time and mortality. If you've ever played Greece, this should be no surprise to you. This is very much a spiritual successor to Greece. And I very much love it. And if you want to see the culmination of everything that this game is building up toward with all of its storytelling visually, you definitely want to see the ending cutscene. But here is our actual final boss of the game, which we would have seen a lot earlier had we not been skipping cutscenes. But we're seeing her now. This is the Queen of Corruption. She is the personification of death and the queen of this winter that has taken over the world. So once again, this is a giant hub area with a right and a left side. It's quickest to go right here. But yeah, I'm just going to be going right for quite a while. Spef, you got anything you want to say?
In true platformer style, only going to the right for a while is very satisfying. We are making some movement on seeing this ending cutscene. So chat, keep it up. We have just $700, just over $700 to go to see that ending cutscene. And also, by the way, if some of you noticed, we are $82 away from having raised $48,000 for Malala Fund. So let's also hit that. We can do both and put it towards the incentive. We also had a $5 donation come in from Hockey Babbler that said, thank you, Neva, but also thank you to all dogs, including my boyfriend's dog, Goomba, for having the cutest face. Chat, tell me what your dog has done that you want to thank them for. And yeah, if anyone else has some dogs they want to give thank yous to alongside Neva, feel free to mention those in your donation. And we also had, it's coming back, we also had a $10 donation come in from Dill Elephant that just says, Hollow Knight tax? P.S. Thank you, Neva. And thank you for continuing the Hollow Knight tax, Silk Song tax, either or works.
Thanks, Neva.
And thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Neva. So on this right-hand side, the gimmick is that you can see there's a mirror beneath us. Everything is reflected in the ground. And we can only see the enemies in the reflection.
This is so cool.
If you were playing in adventure mode, you would only be able to see the platforms in the mirror as well. On story mode, they did make this a little easier, so we can still see the platforms above the mirror. But on adventure mode, beware, you're only going to be able to see the platforms below the water in that point and going forward in the rest of this right-hand section.
Which is really, really cool and very fun casually, but hard.
Yes,
Will heck you up if you're not careful.
Yeah, this fight in particular will mess you up because you're looking at the mirror on the right-hand side to know what you're doing, and all of your controls are thus mirrored. But we've got it under control.
No sweat.
Now, you might be looking up at that flower and saying, well, there's a ladder next to that flower. And you'd be right. We got to get up on that ladder to get our next hidden flower in the game. So we're going to take a little trek across this gap and up this ladder. So a little hidden area in the clouds, which kind of reminds me of Greece, to be honest.
Oh, this reminds you of Greece.
Yeah, just this part.
Just this part.
Gonna down slash here just to save some time. And yeah, everything here on the right side with the clouds and the mirrors, it's beautiful. I love the winter section of this game so much. You want to be careful with these platforms. They can be a little tricky. They're like just so placed that they're not quite natural to jump to with your movement. And then I have a enemy encounter right here. It goes very quickly though, because these are all normal enemies, and I have an Neva slash.
Thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Neva.
Yeah, the rest of this is just platforming and making my way out of this section and getting back over to start moving to the left-hand side of this first part of winter. So, Spef, once again, if there's anything you want to chat about, go ahead.
There always is. Oh, you have a $25 donation from Penguin O that says, I haven't donated today, so here's something. Well, thank you so much for donating today. And as a reminder to everyone, too, if you weren't here before this run, a beautiful, beautiful keyboard was shown off that you can be entered to win if you have a $25 minimum donation today only. So if you haven't donated today, being eligible for those prizes is a great reason to donate today and put it towards the ending cutscene. Do you have time for a long one, or I'll just? I have a. I have 20.
Yeah, go ahead, because I'm just doing things, so just go ahead.
You'll see what's happening here in a second. I have a $25 donation from Jen that says, hey, can I get 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 cokes, 100 tater tots, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55 wings, 55 shakes, 55 pancakes, 55 pastas, 55 peppers, 155 taters, and $1,000 for the ending Neva cutscene. Love, Games Committee.
Thank you,
Games Committee.
Games Committee, I love you so much.
I think we can make that happen.
Happy is so confused right now.
What? No, not at all. I think we can absolutely do that for them.
I think we can get all of those things, Chad.
I'm
especially
using
the last
all
one.
of my strength to push down the part of me that wants to repeat the whole thing back at them.
Well, you got to pay it forward.
That's true.
So this is a fight that's only in the game if you're trying to get this flower, because you're only going to encounter it on the top of this tower where the flower's at. And I saved it for when we were exiting off the right-hand side, just because it's a little bit quicker just to grab it on our way out. And now we've got a long ride to the left. You might have noticed the cutscene that we were in while Spef was doing our beautiful order from I Think You Should Leave. And we encountered a new friend. Neva has a boyfriend now. And inspired by earlier posts by social media, the meme team, from now on, I was always calling him Shadow, but now he is Shadow the Hedgehog.
Thank you, Shadow.
Meme team. Yes, we're gonna be thanking Shadow some more soon. But we do need to go left a lot before we can do that. Here we go.
Oh, he's so
And everybody,
cool.
yeah, everybody meet Shadow the Hedgehog. He's so cool.
How does Shadow the Hedgehog deal with good and evil?
I'm not going to worry about it.
Is he ambivalent?
I mean, frankly, I think Shadow the Hedgehog is only interested in Neva.
Yeah, no, that tracks.
I hate
Very
to say it,
locked
but
in.
that's I hate to say it, but that's the truth of this game. You can see he's very much interested in Neva. I'm not sure he's as much interested in saving the world.
It's too
We
cool
just
save
happen
the
to be
world.
here.
But thank you, Shadow.
Yes, thank you, Shadow.
Thank you, Shadow.
Another quick flower I'm going to grab here while I'm grabbing this flower. And now we're done being introduced to Shadow. Spef, what you got for me?
Well, I've got another reminder to everyone. We've got to watch this ending cutscene. Do it for Neva. Please do it for Neva. We are about 30% of the way there, so I know we can do this, chat. This is some easy stuff. Get us there. Get us to $48,000. Get those donations in. I know you can do it. Like a $5 donation from Emotional Support Cow. Great name. Who says, paying my Hollow Knight tax, less than 3. So we got the Silk Song tax. We got the Hollow Knight tax. Keep getting those game taxes in.
Yeah, and as a reminder, we're moving. So whatever you think the estimate says right now, we are on a really good pace. So you do not want to miss that ending cutscene. Trust me.
Yeah, like I said, winter is the final area of the game. So we are not done with winter yet, but we're trucking toward the end of the game here. You want to get those donations in soon.
And hey, if you don't want to do it for Neva, do it for Shadow.
Yeah, do it for Shadow. He's so cool. All right, so now we're going over to the gimmick on the left-hand side here, where you see some of these like big dunes in the background. Everything's very dead. The gimmick here is going to be disappearing and reappearing blocks. We're now playing Mega Man. These are Yoku blocks.
Oh.
Just taking notes over here.
Or I guess they might be Kaizo blocks.
No. Getting into home territory for BD again.
The instinct I had to launch into a 30-minute essay needed to be suppressed so hard, you have no idea.
They're technically not Kaizo blocks because you can see them. This one here, as long as we're fast enough getting on this wall and jumping across, we have enough time for it before it comes in. So we can just immediately come across here. Small time saves.
The one way I will say these are like Kaizo blocks is that if you're not careful, these will own you so hard if you're not paying attention.
You can lose a lot of time in this section if you're not doing it just right. Oh, like that. I'm giving a little bit more, just the slightest bit more time for that incentive, that's all.
Yeah.
And it's working. We've only got $650 to go. Let's keep going,
Let's
chat.
go.
Let's keep going. Remember, if you're playing Silk Song, that's $5.
Here I want to make sure I take out these big blocks and then get to the enemy before they go through the floor and warp away from me, just to save a little bit of time. I want to take out these enemies on the left first, and then we're going to take out the dudes on the right. And then right up in this next room is what I would call the hardest platforming puzzle in the game. Once you know how to solve it, it's not super hard, but doing it quickly can be difficult. This room right here requires a very specific jump. I'm gonna wait for Neva to reload, jump, double jump Neva, and then get across here. Trust me, that is much harder than it looks.
That is so much harder than it looks, and Lux just got it first try. That's so good.
It's like you're good at this game or something.
I know, it's like I've played this game before.
I think you have. I think I was there for it.
Okay, so this big
Sounds
block
big.
guy, we're just going to use this big block guy to our advantage, but we do want to get rid of it now. Like that. Because we see there's a flower. There's a flower on the right-hand side that we want to get to. So once the rock regenerates, the block rock thing, we can go grab it. And now we're on our way out of the left-hand side. We're going to be finishing this portion of the winter. I like this enemy here because he's just been vibing here for millions of years, thousands of years, waiting to be on our way, and we're just going to leave him. Sorry, dude. We got stuff to do.
You missed your chance.
Mr. Chance.
Yeah. And you don't want to miss your chance, chat. We're coming up on the ending cutscene here sooner than you might think.
They are not missing their chance. We only have $315 to go.
Oh, come on. Let's do
We
this.
passed
Let's go.
$48,000 for Malala Fund. Y'all are doing work, y'all. Keep going.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah, I was just trying to look at my notes to give a gauge, even though we are coming up on a very flower-heavy area, which this is already very flower-heavy, but I have collected 22 out of 29. So that gives you a gauge. We're essentially done. The rest of the flowers are very close together in the rest of winter. So we're very close to the end of the game. Get those final donations in to unlock that cutscene.
God, Shadow's just so cool.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret, BD. Shadow's very cool, but sometimes even Shadow needs help.
Wow.
And you know what? It's okay to ask for help. So we're on our way now. We're going to help Shadow out. Shadow is dealing with some enemies here in the middle portion, which we're almost back to. And we're going to take out the enemies, and then Shadow's going to help us proceed to the final area of the game. So yeah, while I'm helping out Shadow,
like that.
while I'm helping out Shadow, Spef, go ahead and read some donations.
We only have $190 left to go to watch the opening.
Let's go.
Let's go, y'all.
Thank you all so much for your donations. Donations like $10 from M&K that says, do we need to pay the Silksong tax if we're postponing playing the game only because Flame Fatales is on this week? Let's go women and let's go Malala Fund. You don't have to, but we love the Silksong tax for Malala Fund, so you can pay it anyway. We also had a $25 donation from Lady Applesauce that says, Silksong tax with an included copy of Silksong. Thank you for that extra $20. I can't believe that game is only $20. And then also a $250 donation from Anonymous that said, I'm not playing Silksong. No. Thank you so much for those donations. And that's gotten us almost to seeing this ending cutscene. Let's go. Final push, $190 to go. $165 to go.
Let's go. I will say, if you're asking yourself, do I have to pay the Silksong tax? If you have to ask yourself, yes, you do.
If you don't, you would know. That's so real, honestly.
This is like the final new mechanic of the game, and it's only in this very particular portion of it, is these like bundles of ghost enemies that are just floating in the air. And you see if I pogo off of them in the air, Silksong mentioned, if I pogo off of them, I get some more airtime, and I can make big jumps.
Wait, Silksong has pogoing?
I've been told.
You're never going to believe this.
Here, you're going to see over here on the left, there's a ladder that's going to want me to go to. I don't like ladders. So we're not going to use the ladder. This particular platforming section is a gatekeeping moment, even on story mode. On adventure mode, this was pretty hard for me the first time I played the game. And once again, a shout out to the devs. They actually made the height that you get off of these things slightly more in a patch right after the release because of feedback that they were given.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Namada did a lot, not just to be accessible, but to listen to the players and make changes to the game to make it more accessible once it was out. So huge shout out to Namada for doing that, and frankly to all gaming studios who are willing to listen to their players to see how they can make their games more accessible.
And making you get bigger jumps off of these makes you be able to do skips like this. I don't even have to get that one all the way on the left-hand side of the screen. I can just pogo on past it.
Come on, we're so close.
We can do
It's
this,
so close. But yeah, I'm climbing up another long ladder, and we're going to encounter one more little cutscene here with the final boss. Yeah, Spef, you got anything you want to talk about? How close are we?
And then after that boss, we will be watching the ending cutscene. Thank you, everyone, so much.
Let's
we have
go.
met that
Thank
incentive.
you.
That is $1,000 raised for Malala Fund. You are all so incredible. Thank you all so much for your generous donations, like a $50 anonymous donation with no comment. Thank you so much, as well as a $15 donation from Yukupo that said, all right, here's my Silksong tax for all the days so far I've been playing Silksong while watching, and a $100 donation from Regali's mom that says, thank you, Frame Fatales. Trans rights matter.
Now you might be thinking, did I just skip the final boss? No, I didn't skip the final boss. This isn't actually the final boss. This is another auto-scroller with a big scary monster that chases you. But again, this can be skipped thanks to story mode. Thank you, Namada, and thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Shadow, as well.
Thank you, Shadow.
I'm going to let this cutscene play a little bit because it's cool.
I have a family friend whose name is Numata-kun, and every single time you've said the name of this dev studio, it's made my brain go, what? Oh.
Okay, here I'm skipping a cutscene here that is a lot of story for the game, and again, you're not seeing a lot of the story of this game. please play it yourself and experience it. It is beautiful. I have barely spoiled anything in this run. We've just been running and doing the bare minimum of stuff we need to do. So this is the final area of winter. We're atop the mountain that you may have seen in the background throughout the game. And this is the lair of the Queen of Corruption. You also notice we don't have Neva with us. Neva went off to be with Shadow during that cutscene. So Neva's busy right now. Don't worry about it.
Understandable. I mean, I get it.
I get it. Shadow's cool. Here, there's a flower that's hidden over to this right-hand side after we activate that gong. Flowers in this section can be a little hard to see because everything's white and the flowers are white as well. So even if they're in the open like that one, they're still fairly well hidden. Now, since we don't have Neva, we're back to our base combat ability, which is going to make this enemy encounter here harder than usual. At least harder than what we've been used to going to this point. Especially these block dudes, because they take 2 down stabs to kill, so you have to be very quick with your down stabs. Otherwise, they'll warp away from you. Hey, these guys decided to come down early. That actually saves me time. Thank you.
Thank you, whatever these things are.
Yeah, whatever those things are. I think the dev notes at one point called them ghosts.
That's not ominous at all.
No. But the soundtrack calls them corrupted, just like the Queen of Corruption, I believe. I love this particular area of winter because there's a lot of really cool platforming that you do here. That's really a test of everything you've learned as far as all of your jump dash mechanics. And here's a flower that's hidden behind an elevator puzzle. I call this the Dark Souls puzzle. Because you know in Dark Souls, you always want to take the elevator back down to find the hidden item. So we're going to do that.
So we've established that Neva is Silksong, Zelda, Mega Man, Dark Souls, Princess Mononoke. Are we leaving anything out?
I don't believe so. Oh yeah,
That almost
Celeste.
sums it up. Oh yeah, it's Celeste, obviously.
Celeste.
We can't leave out what Carrie said.
It's,
Because Carrie was correct after all. This is definitely
Carrie was
Celeste.
correct, yeah.
This is an interesting jump. You have to jump down, hit that, and then save your double jump to make it back onto that ladder.
Yeah, known certified person with no bias towards Celeste, Carrie Carrarium, has
Carrie
noted
plays
that the game
Celeste?
is Celeste. No, that's what I'm saying.
I've
Yeah.
never seen Carrie play Celeste.
Yeah, completely neutral.
And then we're going to trigger an enemy encounter here with 2 of the big boys. We want to try and kill them before they warp away, but with these particular ones, because they have so much health and their particular AI is just the way it is, it's very difficult to kill them before they warp away. So we'll just try and kill him as quickly as we can. Oh, he stayed very close to the ladder. He's been very kind. He could have gone all the way over to the left and wasted a lot of time for me.
Man, I miss Neva.
I miss Neva too. I wonder if Neva will ever come back.
I hope so. I mean, I'd understand why not, but I hope so.
This game's pretty good, but does it have Neva in it?
I don't know.
I kind of wish this game had Neva in it.
I mean, you'd think if they had Neva in it, they would have called the game Neva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a cheeky little like platformer fight where the platforms you go up and down, back and forth. There's a flying enemy just for good measure. We all love the flying enemies. That's the last one we'll see, thankfully. As you can see, I'm taking advantage of this pit that's in the middle to just knock dudes off.
Especially without Neva's other combat stuff, it is infinitely faster to just knock them off the edge than it is to actually try and take them down entirely.
Just use gravity.
Thank you, gravity.
This is a very Grease-like mechanic. There's this enemy inside of here that we have to like use in order to get to the progression. But we also need to use it to get to a flower that's up above us. So I'm going to let him move back a little bit. I'm going to make him hit this again so that the top portion will go back to a configuration that I want. And this configuration allows me to get up to that middle.
Such good platforming design. Goodness gracious.
And that is actually the final flower before we get to the end of the game. We only got one more flower, and it's going to be after the final boss.
Yay!
So we are very close to the final boss, actually.
Collectibles.
We collected all well, not quite all the collectibles yet, but we have almost collected all the collectibles.
We have set ourselves up to collect all the collectibles.
And I'll let you in on a little secret chat. Because we've collected all the collectibles, there is a hidden cutscene that unlocks when you get all the collectibles. I'm going to show all of you that as a bonus as well.
So we're getting 2 cutscene viewings for the price of 1?
Yep, you're getting the hidden cutscene and the ending cutscene.
Thank you, Soulmass.
Thank you, Neva.
And thank you everybody who donated for the ending cutscene and for all collectibles. So this is the final ascent. We're going up, and the final boss is going to be up at the top of here. While I'm climbing up, Spef, you got any last thing you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'd love to give one last shout out to everyone who helped us meet this ending cutscene donation, like the dog Indie, who donated $10, saying, "Shout out to my friend's dog Billy, who is so sweet and good and has the exact coloration and pattern of a perfectly cooked piece of toast." That sounds like a lovely dog. Thank you so much. Also, a $25 donation from Eden that said, "Just dropped in and heard the call," and a $25 donation from Teffy42 that just has a little smiley face with the upward brackets, and it's very cute. Thank you so much for those donations. And a $50 donation from an anonymous donor that says, "Paying the Silk Song tax for people who are too busy playing to donate." Thank you so much for doing that on their behalf. I'm sure they needed that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Up here, we've got the Queen of Corruption. She's a little busy eating dinner, so we're going to interrupt her dinner. She's not going to be happy about it. This fight is RNG. There's a lot of different things she can do. What I want to make, I hope that I see her just stay close to us. She can dash across the arena, and she can also do like a flying swoop. Both of those waste time. If she stays near me, I can keep getting hits. So RNG be nice. Want to get behind her. She's in a very nice loop right here. This is maybe the best RNG I've ever seen. She didn't. Oh, there we go. We got one dash out of her.
Have you gotten a 0 dash?
I have not. That was almost the first time I've seen 0 dashes.
Someone in chat was just like, "This cutscene's not going to make me cry, right?" Someone immediately replied,
So,
I mean,
wait.
really, that's
Neva's
up to
back.
you. Hey! Thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Neva. The animations on this fight are so pretty.
Actually gave me another dash. That's fine though. With Neva, this second path goes kind of quick because again we do Neva dash, Neva slash, but that's it. That's the final boss. I'm gonna skip the cutscene. So again, if you want to see like all of the cutscenes, play the game. It's highly recommended from me. This is gonna bring us to the final area of the game, which is spring. And going into spring here, it's kind of on rails. There's not a lot to do in spring. We're introduced to a new character. It's only here in the spring.
Look at me.
And that is Neva's puppy, Bruma. And while we're walking around with Bruma and collecting the last flower, before I show the hidden cutscene, BD, do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, I want to say thank you to everyone who helped us meet this ending incentive, and thank you to Games Committee. We love you all, and thank you for all of the work that you are putting in this entire week. I'll be around the rest of the week, so I'm happy to let Happy do some shout-outs here too.
Yeah. Thank you, Neva. Thanks, Soulmass, for having me. And BD and Spef for being great and hanging out. Thanks, chat, getting that cutscene. And yeah, go support indie game devs. Buy indie games. Run indie games. There's so many and they're so good. And they deserve your love and care and appreciation. That's all.
Well said. So again, this is kind of like the very beginning of the game. We're just going to be leading Bruma around. Bruma's going to be doing Bruma's thing. I'll start giving my shout outs. I'm soulmass218. I hope you've enjoyed Neva. I love this game. I also love Greece. Support Namada Studio because they're a great developer. I want to give a shout out to the speedrunning community for both Greece and Neva. If you're interested in running this game, we have a Discord. You can find us through our Discord link that's on the speedrun.com page. And the cutscene is up here, so I'm going to go ahead and show it real quick. Enjoy the cutscene.
Shout out Binary Breakers.
This is Bruma and all of her puppies. And I'm loving this long hair look for Alba. Alba looks great with long hair.
For real, though.
And you can actually watch it as many times as you want, but this is all the flowers they've collected, all 29 of them. But like BD said, I want to give a shout out to Binary Breakers. Thank you for allowing me to show off this game on the Breakout. Shout out to Multithon for also allowing me to show off this game. And as we're heading over here to the right, I do want to give a warning again. We've been talking about it the whole time, but this final cutscene is actually, it's very sad. And if you have any sort of trouble like watching animals being harmed, you might not want to watch it. But if you've been here with us the whole time and you want to see the conclusion of the story, the thematic conclusion, everything, I highly recommend you watch it. It's about 5 minutes long, so you got a lot for your money here. It's a great cutscene. It's quite beautiful, and it is going to make you cry. So go grab the tissues while you have time. Last thing I'll say is we got a little bit more progression here. While I'm going to be heading right before I call time, and I'll call time, and then I'll just be silent and let everybody watch the cutscene. But I did want to say that. With every passing season, and especially lately with every passing day, our world feels like it's getting darker. But as long as we keep working together and helping each other and educating future generations, our flames of hope within this darkness can never be extinguished. So even if we don't get to see that future that we're building toward today, the flames that we nurture in others will light the way to a better tomorrow. So keep fighting, keep trying, and every day that you draw breath is an act of rebellion, and you are not alone. I'm going to have one more quick cutscene skip here, and then after this quick cutscene skip, we're going to move right a little bit more, and then I'll call time as soon as we touch the bird that's about to fall out of the sky here. We'll watch the cutscene. It's in about 5 minutes long, and then once we hit credits, I'll say goodbye and we'll move on with the marathon. But again, thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy. This is time. right. Thank you so much, everybody who donated. And thank you so much to Flame Fatale's Games Committee for allowing me to show off that cutscene. That's going to be it for me. This has been Neva, All Collectibles. I am soulmass218. Stick around for the next run, everybody. I'll be seeing you around. Bye.